And now I'm standing in a corner. I see you from across.
Hey everyone, my name is Sophie from Sophisticated Organization. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. In today's video, I'm going to be kind of fine-tuning the organizational systems I've started to put in place in the rest of my kitchen. Last week I shared with you organizing my pantry. This week we're doing the rest of my kitchen. So if you guys are ready for it, let's jump right into the video.
In and out of love, never get enough. We never seem to get older. When things are going right, you seem to have the time. But when it's hard, you...
Today I kind of want to just go through cabinet by cabinet, drawer by drawer, and like I said, fine-tuning everything and making sure it's nice and neat and organized the way I want it. The one cabinet that I really hadn't addressed was this cabinet that's on the side of my island, and I want to put water bottles and travel mugs here, as well as I think my super cubes that I absolutely love. If you haven't heard me talk about them before, they're awesome and great for freezing smaller portions of meals, but I think I want to put those at the bottom and then water bottles at the top. So I found this water bottle organizer from Amazon, which I will link in the description box below. And it actually came as a set of 4. They're stackable, so I figured I could use as many as I wanted for water bottles upstairs. And then we have a kitchenette bar downstairs. And I thought whatever I didn't use upstairs for water bottles, I could use downstairs in the bar for extra wine or other alcohol that needs to lay flat. So I only brought 2 of them over here, but quickly realized we have too many water bottles. I should probably do a little bit more decluttering, but for now I'm gonna add a 3rd one to this, and I do need to lower the shelf a little bit. So I'm gonna pull everything out and then lower the shelf.
It's deja vu. Memories come back when I'm with you. It's deja vu. Memories come back when I'm with you.
In this kitchen, there are quite a few of our cabinets that have shelves that you can't move up and down, which is really frustrating to me because I want some that are a little bit deeper. I am considering the idea at some point of getting pull-out drawers added to a couple of the cabinets that are on the stove side, like the back wall of the kitchen. But luckily, this is one of the ones that's adjustable, so I can move it down so I can add some more water bottles. At this point, I'm sure you can tell I am getting very pregnant. I'm about 31 weeks pregnant at this point. So my husband, Jim, brought me a pillow because I was uncomfortable kneeling on the ground. So that made it a heck of a lot more comfortable, and I could kind of continue getting this water bottle organizer set up.
Trying to impress me, pulling out all the stops, making my head dizzy when you tell me what you want. I just wanted you to see me, never thought you'd notice. Thought that you should know I'm already sold, so never let me go. You had me at a la 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 la.
I think I finally got the cabinet to a place that I wanted at. So I'm going to leave that cabinet and then head over and clean up all the trash. And then Jim stopped in to say hi and give me a hug while I was in the middle of filming until I informed him that the camera was running and I was filming a video, and then he promptly left.
Lost and out of focus, I can hear a word you say.
Like I said at the beginning of the video, I did share my Pantry Organization video, so if you haven't watched that already, you should head over and watch that next. But I did buy one extra container. The rest of the containers were everything that I had from my previous apartment, but I wanted one more. With a lot of my recent baking, I've found that I'm using whole wheat flour and kept buying whole wheat flour and would just use it out of the bag, but decided to get a new container for whole wheat flour because I'm using it so often. Gave that a quick rinse, and then also just went to Costco, got almond flour, which I didn't have before, and filled up my almond flour container that I had before. So I'm gonna let the whole wheat flour container dry out just next to the sink while I continue to do other stuff, and I'll fill that up a little bit later. We were just at my parents' house in Minnesota last weekend, and while we were there, they gave us their old air fryer. They bought a new toaster oven that is a toaster oven, an air fryer, and everything all in one, which is something I would love to have in the future, but because of that, they aren't using their old air fryer anymore, and we actually don't have one. So since we drove from Nebraska to Minnesota, we could easily bring stuff back with us. So they gave us their old air fryer. I'm really excited to try it. If you have any favorite air fryer recipes or just things you like cooking in the air fryer, leave a comment below. Let me know, because even after filming this video, I still haven't used it yet. We've had it for about a week, but I'm excited to give it a try.
Tell me how I'm gonna live my life without you. Yeah, tell me why we don't make sense. Tell me how I'm gonna get through. I don't wanna take another life without you. Yeah, tell me why we don't make sense. Do I ever let go of the days I wish we had? Stop crying over things I can't take back, not yet. Do I ever forget? Erase your pretty face inside my head. Wishing you the best of life instead. Well, not yet. Baby, no, I don't wanna go. You know how much I hate sleeping alone. I can never make it on my own.
Now I'm onto the drawers that are on the stove side of the kitchen, and I did buy some drawer organizers when my parents were in town and was kind of placing them around and seeing how I liked them. And I think I've decided what I purchased is what I want to keep. So that means it's time to take the labels off, and then I'm going to show you how I make my drawer organizers stay in place so they don't slide around.
Oh, you, I keep wishing we'll end up together. You, oh, you, I keep wishing.
Some of these labels are super easy to get off and some are terribly difficult. So I did grab some of my Goo Gone as well to wipe off the spots that left a little bit of residue behind. If you don't have Goo Gone or you don't want to use Goo Gone, another great solution is using an essential oil that's a citrus essential oil. So either lemon or orange, both work just as well as using some Goo Gone. You can also break out your hair dryer and heat up some of these labels lightly. Of course, you don't want to melt the plastic or anything, but if you do heat them up just slightly, it helps peel off the labels so you don't have to use any Goo Gone or essential oils or anything like that either. Now that the labels are off, I'm going to use this clear museum gel. I've shared it before, but all you do is you grab just a little bit, roll up little balls, put them in each corner of the organizer, and firmly press it into your drawer. That way things stay in place. I like the clear version, especially when I use clear acrylic organizers so you can't see it at all. They also sell a museum putty, which is not clear, and that works just the same.
Staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand.
So you'll see this first drawer is basically my baking drawer and measuring cups, things like that. I also have cookie scoops in there. I have an ice cream scoop, and then the tool that I use if I don't want to use a toothpick to test my cakes and cupcakes to see if they're done. I'm putting back here little colored ramekins and prep bowls. I don't think I like having these back here. First of all, it's very difficult to reach. And second of all, I might be able to declutter some of these. I'm just going to stick them back there for now and then decide later what to do. The next drawer over is kind of what I call my miscellaneous cooking tools drawer. I had these drawer organizers from our last apartment, so didn't spend any money there, which is great. But I'm going to organize them a similar way to what I did in the apartment. And I'm doing one side with all of my graters and peelers and zesters. And then the other side, I have my can opener, my lemon and lime juicer, wine opener. I have my garlic press, and then my meat thermometer.
Under the streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do. Staying up.
Now, right under the stove, I have all of my utensils that I use to cook. I like having things near where I use them. Now, this drawer, I've had some other people say that this would be a great spot to put my spices. It is a pretty deep drawer, and it might be a little bit of a waste of space for all of my spices. I have a ton of them, and I don't mind having them in the pantry and just grabbing out what I need when I'm going to cook for a recipe. So I'd rather use this space for the utensils I use to cook. But let me know, do you store your spices either in a pantry or in a cabinet, or do you use some of your drawer space for your spices? I always find that drawer space is more limited, so that's another reason that I choose not to put them into my drawers. The next drawer down is all of our food storage containers. So I have a glass set, a plastic set, and a set of stasher bags that I use in the fridge, the freezer, to take places with me, really all over. But what's frustrating me about this drawer is that I don't have any drawers that are super deep. And what I like to do with the lids to my food storage containers is store them upright and sort them that way. I just don't have a space that I can do that I've discovered at this point. So I'm just laying them on top of each other. Not the solution that I'm in love with, but it is what it is for now. And I'm going to keep thinking creatively and see if I can come up with another solution. I just hate when things are piled on top of each other. It kind of just leads to a little bit of a mess because you have to dig under something and things topple over. So whenever I can flip things on its side and think about filing rather than piling, that's always better in my book.
Right now I'm standing in a corner. I see you from across the room. It's kinda crowded here, but I know you see me too. Everybody's singing, oh, everybody's singing, oh. I don't know what it is about you.
Bottom drawer is going to be baby central. So we have received some things from free baby boxes from creating registries on different websites. That's a lot of what these, at least baby bottles are. And then some baby gifts as well from friends and family from baby showers with these little bibs and other things. So I'm trying to throw away some of the packaging and things that I don't need, but I'm not ready to organize it yet at this point because there's still more baby items coming in, and I don't know what this drawer is going to look like in a couple of weeks or a couple of months or even further down the line.
Just say the word and we can leave this place. take you anywhere you want. As long as we're together, everything we'll do. You got me going, oh, you got me going, oh. Now I'm moving closer to you.
The last drawer I'm using to store our napkins. It's closest to the table, so it's really easy to grab a napkin and set the table that way. It's also next to the silverware. And then I am also putting some of our trivets and other little lids that I have that can protect things from splatter when they're in the microwave. It's, again, right next to the microwave as well. So kind of a miscellaneous drawer, but convenience-wise, I think I have the right items in there. Under the oven, I'm doing all of my odd-shaped baking items. I'm also going to put some placemats in there, as well as my silicone baking mats and oven mitts. After that, I decided I had to sit down. My back was already starting to hurt, so I sat down to have a snack, and Jim got to working on the light fixtures in the kitchen. We're really trying to finish up one room at a time, and that includes the organizing, putting things away, but also any home repairs and things like that. So Jim is helping out and doing his part as I'm doing my organizing part. And once I was done with my little snack break, then it was back to the organizing. I started the dishwasher before I started filming, and it actually finished up. So I am going to take this opportunity to put my dishes away and kind of show you a little bit of the rest of the kitchen that we didn't organize. So I'm going to open up all these cabinets. You can see how things are looking. I love how clean the cabinets are looking that are kind of this see-through. Having all white dishes, it looks nice and sleek and clean, both when it's closed and open. So very happy with how that looks, as well as the other cabinet where I have all of our glassware. That's more of a clear look. Then above the oven and microwave, I have the rest of my baking sheets and cookie sheets stored vertically. And then these two cabinets you'll see in a second are the ones that I'm considering adding pullouts to.
How can I believe you when everything is see-through? Everything is see-through. Everything is see-through.
I also finished organizing under my sink. This, I am very excited with how it looks and how functional it is. Very convenient for us to have a built-in trash can and a built-in spot to put recycling as well. Makes it a lot easier to recycle, and to not have a trash can that's sitting out is awesome. And above it, we even have a built-in spot to put our paper towels. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I would appreciate if you gave this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. I know I keep saying this, but with the new house, there's lots of organizing content to come. So you're gonna wanna hit that notification bell and make sure you're subscribed. And until next time, I will see you guys later.